Recently on stream, I've been building teams for the National Dex tier based on viewer suggested Pokemon. The team you see before you was supposed to be for the National Dex Little Cup tier. Unfortunately, there's no ladder for that tier. So what's the next best thing? Take it to the National Dex OU ladder. And of course I run into stall. But let's get into this game. I lead off a Rock and Roller. I have Sturdy. I figured, okay, I can get up rocks, maybe chip away at my opponent's Pokemon if they don't have heavy duty boots. And they lead off a Toxapex. Now they set up a Toxic Spike, and because I do have a Badoo that can absorb the Toxic Spike, and I figured they might as well go for 2 layers because you see my team and you're like, oh, that's a free win. I'll stay in, go for Rock Blast, and then switch out into Badoo to absorb the Toxic Spike, take the Water move, and end up going for a Sleep Powder, catching Toxapex if it wants to stay in, and maybe even setting up some spikes. They end up going out into Gliscor, and I'm going to take this as an opportunity to bring out my right now. And if you guys didn't know, Krabby has 339 attack, Life Orb, and Sheer Force. So I'm going to go right for that liquidation and do 82% to this Gliscor right now because this mon is so strong. It 2-hit KOs Corviknight with Rocks Up always, and it 2-hit KOs Spit Up Corviknight always. So unfortunately, Gliscor is going to end up getting the Wake Up this turn and be able to go for knockoff. Getting rid of my Life Orb really sucks because the extra damage would go a long way in dealing with Blissey, dealing with Guard. They end up bringing out Blissey right now. Maybe they don't want Dozo to get knocked or something like that. So I go for a superpower. It's not Life Orb boosted, so I barely miss out on the KO. And they hit me here with a Toxic. They finally decide they want to wall my physical water with their Dondozo, so they bring that out. As I'm just going to go for another liquidation right here to pick off Blissey. And this mon's a problem, but I do have Poison Point on my Badoo, so if they end up going for a Waterfall, Body Press, or Curse, I should be okay as long as they don't Terra. They do crit me here, which is a little bit annoying, and get the Defense Drop. Defense Drop doesn't matter versus Dozo, but I do get the Poison Point, which is good and bad. It's good because I wear down Dozo. It's bad because I can't put it to sleep. Right here, I'm figuring, okay, I'm a Grass type. Maybe my opponent will switch. They could potentially go out into Toxapex. I want to threaten it with a Thunderbolt. And honestly, anything on their team could take it. Also, I had the Volt Switch to keep giving momentum versus anything else. So, and they're going Elekid here. I'm Life Orb Elekid. Yeah, and I take 93% from this liquidation. So that was my fault for predicting. And I'm gonna switch here because I don't want to go for. I want to keep that Thunderbolt just in case I need to Toxapex. They're very disrespectful, and they crit me again with Badoo. They stay on Elekid, not caring about the electric move, and they crit me again. I'm feeling okay though because while Toxapex is a threat now that I'll die to one Life Orb hit, I still got Minccino in the back, and that mon is very, very powerful. So I go for a Leaf Storm here. Unfortunately, this Pokemon is not very strong, so Dozo kind of easily takes it, but it dealt with Dozo, right? We got the Poison, we got the Leaf Storm off. Now they're really, really low. I can bring out Minccino and go right for the Bullet Seed. I am loaded dice plus Technician. So this mon is actually pretty strong right now. So I go for that Bullet Seed, knock them out. They bring out Guard, and they decide to Terra Water. I'm not 100% sure why. I mean, everything else on my team wasn't going to be doing too much to them. But I Terra Grass, and I go right for the Bullet Seed. And this does so much damage. Obviously, they still would have been weak to it if they stayed Rock. But this does so much damage because my GOAT Minccino is going to get 5 hits as they go for Iron Defense, which does not matter. We can go for another Bullet Seed here. They're going to try and save this, which is fair. I don't think I can kill it with Magby. We are going to try and save it. We hit Toxapex upon switching with another 5 hit, which is insane that this mon's doing so much damage. I love this mon so much. I love Minccino too. But go for another Bullet Seed. We hit the 4 hits, so we don't manage to pick up the KO, but they don't recover there, which means Bullet Seed is free. And now they're going to send out Clodsire. I'm like, yo, is this going to be a Minccino sweep? Because I have Triple Axle. If they're toxic, I'm good. I'll eat it. I'll eat Earthquake because I do resist. Like, my mons might not have that many stats at all because they're babies. But still, I'm feeling pretty decent. So I go for the Triple Axle here, and it does so much damage. Unfortunately for me, my opponent happens to be a Poison Jabber, which sucks because Minccino could have just won. And now I'm in a situation where, okay, are you Water Absorb or are you Unaware? Now they are running Stall, so there's almost a 99% chance that they are running Water Absorb on this Clodsire, right? Unaware on this Clodsire. I should be able to go out to Krabby and go for liquidation and heal it up and knock it out. Otherwise, heal it up. But that's the thing. You heard me say heal it up, right? There's a small chance that our opponent has Water Absorb. And if they have Water Absorb and I go for liquidation with my Krabby, not only will I heal them, but they'll be at a point where I can't knock them out at all with anything else. I can't hit it with Elekid's hit. Roggenrola has Explosion, but it's not going to KO Clodsire because Roggenrola is Roggenrola. And I do have a Belly Drum Magby. So, I mean, I have options, but it's a lot harder to heal them. So, I decided to bring out my Elekid first and kind of just go for the crit Terra Blast to see if I can do any damage. End up going for Recover. At this point, it's basically, okay, so if they're unaware, Krabby will always beat them no matter what HP they're at. If they are Water Absorb, then I kind of have to do what I'm doing right now. So, they go for Recover. I'm going to bring out the Roggenrola now and go for Explosion, because what Explosion does is it gets them low enough to a point where they might want to go for another Recover. That is 76, insane damage, by the way. I should have went for this thing first. It might want to get them to go for another Recover. So, if they are Water Absorb, I can now go Magby and Belly Drum up after they go for this. Well, I figured they attack me here, but I can go for that, force them to go for another Recover because it makes them feel safe, and then go for Belly Drum right here. I figured, again, they recover there, but I just want to make sure they recover. Go for that Belly Drum. If they did attack me, though, if they did attack me that turn, then obviously Krabby could knock them out with its, I think I had Knock Off or Rock Slide. Superpower, even if it's resisted, would still KO at that point. So I go for Belly Drum here as they go for Amnesia for whatever reason, just in case I just saw a special or not. And we'll go for the Flame Charge. There you go. They are unaware, confirmed, which means I will die here, and my friend Krabby gets to come out and click Crab Hammer. Liquidation. But Crab Hammer. Crab Hammer. Liquidation. Liquidation and liquidation. And that is the whole game. And I mean, I was only like 1300 on the ladder, so it wasn't anything impressive. And honestly, it was still so hype on stream. Y'all should definitely come through whenever we do these. But yeah, little Krabby put in a lot of work. I hope y'all enjoyed. I will have more content as always going out this week. And tonight we're actually going to be having the P4G awards for things that were voted on, that Google Doc that I posted earlier in the community post, as well as, and of course, the Discord. And another thing that's really exciting, I just finished drafting for the next draft league. Now, that draft league will not start uploading until I think August 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So a couple weeks from now. But very exciting. We're going to have a lot of content coming up. We're hyped. We also solidified the jerseys. I got a new flavor coming out and a whole lot more. So definitely stay tuned for all that. But enjoy this. We're supposed to have another video today that hopefully is going to be done by tomorrow. I'll put that out. I will see you guys in the next video. That's it. Peace.